never prepared, am I? Geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cause We Geeks. We encourage you to stay geek, man. Listen, I swear to y'all, man, I'm more than meets the eye out here, man. It's your boy, Real. Got Big J in the building showing off already, man. I don't know what's going on. And then we got the man himself, B to the mother bleeping A in the building, man. Shout out to Cuz. He will be back here on Tuesday, y'all. Listen, man, we got a lot to get into today, man. If you're into geek content, if you're into movies and television and all them good things, you're in the right place. I promise you. We do this every Tuesday and every Saturday morning, y'all. We get our geek on. So join us here for that, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. You know, so too, everybody, man, hit them likes for us today, man, so we continue to grow the channel, man. We definitely could use your help with that. All right, fellas. Y'all ready to get to it, man? We got a lot to get into. Check it out. Let's go ahead and start it off like this, fellas. You know, a couple trailers came out this week. Got the whole internet buzzing. You know what I'm saying? BA said, shut up and get it off my TV screen. One of them being this right here. We got Fallout, man. The season 2 is now fast approaching. I believe it drops on December 17th. So y'all know what's crazy? So seeing it was something else that kind of reminded me of this too. I forgot what show it was. So seeing this kind of got me thinking that we might not be getting that Green Lantern trailer anytime soon. Because they dropped this first Fallout trailer. It's the first one, right? I don't remember another one dropping.
It was a sneak peek, and then this is the first full trailer. So the first one was a
sneak peek. Okay. So I was gonna say, so if it's coming out right now, this is literally like a month away from the show dropping on the 17th of December. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, okay, maybe we're not gonna get that Green Lantern trailer as around the time we think we're gonna get it. They're gonna probably drop it closer to when the show gonna drop or whatever. I don't know, because TV shows are different compared to the movies and stuff. So, but yeah, Big J, what you think about this trailer, man?
I mean, it looks good. Like I said, I'm glad to see that the budget's not being wasted. They're not scared to spend money. Obviously, I'm looking at the effects, the practical effects, the makeup. All that looks good. It looks like it's going to be entertaining. I like the comedy aspects that they brought to it. So I'm just kind of interested to see where it's going. What about you, BA?
Oh man! So the people that want to let y'all know a little bit on the inside, I have not watched this at all. I have not watched Fallout or anything until I get a message in the group joint saying, "Yo, we're gonna be discussing this." I said, "Okay, all right. Well, I gotta do my homework."
You know it came out? You know it dropped?
Bro, I don't know nothing about until Friday evening. I didn't.
Oh, so you're saying that in general? Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so I mean, I knew it was a game. I didn't even know it was a series. I didn't know nothing about it. It just wasn't my thing.
Don't feel bad.
So with that being said,
don't feel bad.
I did watch all of season 1, so I've caught up and I totally understand the situation at hand. And I got a lot of issues. I told you I got a lot of issues with that. Other than the fact, the main issue is the black character. You know what I'm saying? The dude that's in it. You know, he gives me Finn vibes, man. Shout out to the Force Awakens. You know what I'm saying? It's just, what's the girl? Lucy? That's all he cared about was Lucy. I'm like, yo, you on your deathbed damn there. You wake up, Lucy. Reminded me of this homeboy said, Ray, all the goddamn time. So, but with that being said, the season 2 looks like they're going to take a big part of the game. Actually, it wasn't even that big in the game from what I've been looking up. And they're in Las Vegas, clearly, dealing with a lot of Elvis impersonators that turn to ghouls and so on and so forth. So that should be entertaining. I can't stand the character Lucy though. She's another one I can't stand. She reminds me of Bella or whatever, Bella off of The Last of Us. Just always getting in trouble. Just the naivety of it all. Just bothered the hell out of me the entire.
She didn't live on the ground though, she lives on the ground. You know.
Everybody telling her you need to grow up quick, and she's taking her time and thinking everybody gonna be on the up and up, and everybody is all chipping and everything like that. That's not how the world works on a regular basis, let alone this wasteland of where they're at now. But so you can see it, you know, she's gonna be solo for a little bit. It seems like her and the ghoul split up. The ghoul's my favorite character, man. It's my guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. He doesn't hesitate to shoot people. And he plays for keeps. So that's my guy in that one. And so we're gonna see what he does and everything like that. So like Big J said, the effects was great. And like I just said, they're going to expound on the Las Vegas front, so on and so forth. We got a little Mr. House at the very end and things like that. So those that play the game, I'm hearing that because I didn't play the game. I'm hearing that the game was kind of different stories, not necessarily a chronological order. So the series can take its series can kind of create its own kind of chronological order of how things are going on. And as long as they tie into certain aspects of the game, both gamers and viewers in sync with each other. Unlike The Last of Us, which is pretty much straight from the game. If you play the game, Last of Us, that's how it's playing out in the show. This is different. They can take extra liberties to make sure that it has its own continuity within the show. And because I didn't play the game, so I'm just watching it, so on and so forth. So I'm a Resident Evil fan personally, and it gives me a lot of Resident Evil vibes and things like that. I wish Resident Evil had a successful TV series.
Hey, they got a movie coming out.
Yeah, they have movies every so often, and every so often they fail. So,
wait, now who's the director of this one? Oh crap!
I can look into it while you're going over.
Yeah. Look into that because whoever that forgot who. It's supposed to be it's a director, bro.
It's supposed to be a good director. I
so they're taking this.
So it gives you hope in a sense, right? Because Mila
Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich.
The Mila Jovovich multi-pass. That series was suspect at best. And then they remade it. That was trash. And then the Netflix show was trash.
Oh my god! I didn't finish it, bro. I did not finish that show, bro.
So someone that likes the lore of stuff, that hurts me. But I'm getting too long with it. But no, it's good.
And
I'll be watching season 2. I'll check it out. It's gonna start, like you said, December 17th, weekly. So it's gonna lead you right into the Christmas holiday and 4th of Jesus, New Year, so on and so forth. So I'll be watching it. And if we talk about it, I'll be ready with my comments because it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them at the season 1. Go ahead, Rip.
No, but what you got, BJ?
So Zach Krager is the director of the Resident Evil movie, the new one.
Yeah. What matter of fact, ain't that coming out next year? It's coming out next year, right?
2026, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll probably see a trailer for that pretty soon too. But yeah.
He just did Weapons, so he got that's a good.
He did Weapons and Barbarian, bro. So
September. Yeah. September 18th is release date.
Damn. Well, never mind. I was wrong. Maybe I would say Super Bowl, but it's probably gonna be too far out for them. Because I don't think they're gonna spend a lot of money on that movie for the Resident Evil movie. But anyway, yeah. So Fallout, bro. I seen the first season, bro. I love the show. I can't remember if it was one of those cases where they released it all at once or it was every week. I can't remember. But the first season was pretty good, and it seems like what they're doing, man, they're going to live. They're doing more world building in this second season to kind of flush out, like you said, BA, to kind of flush out the characters a little bit more, flush out this world. Because with video games, it's kind of hard. You can't really do beat for beat on a lot of video games, unless it's like one of those games, kind of like a Last of Us, where it has a story that you can follow within the video game. A lot of times, you dictate how the story goes in most times or whatever.
Correct. Yes.
So when you said that about Fallout, I said, okay, yeah, he is right. Because I played a little bit of Fallout. I'm not gonna say I'm an expert or anything. I played a little bit of it before. So that is true what you said. I think that's why they kind of give you these 3 characters that you can kind of build around, and then you kind of, we learn to grow with those characters as they continue to their journey and stuff. So this season's gonna be in Las Vegas, like you said. Lucy's dad, we found out that he's the bad guy all along. You know what I'm saying?
Dirty
so no, straight dirty dude. Shout out to King. So I can't wait to see this season, bro. I really can't. The fact that it's gonna be dropping here in a month, that's great, bro. That way we ain't gotta wait too long for the show to come out. So, but you can say something, BJ?
No, so I got to go watch Fallout now. That's.
Yeah, I'm surprised I ain't watched it yet, bro. That show is.
I'm like, yeah, man. I never played I never really played the game. I mean, I played a bunch of stuff, but I never really played Fallout. And then I saw it on there, and it looked good, and it got a bunch of good reviews. But I was like, I'm watching 15 other things right now, and so I was like, I didn't have
With
time
my
to.
job, I'm sometimes I'm able to binge watch at a time. So it allowed Friday night, Saturday morning. I was able to
Oh, you knocked it all in 2 days.
allocate some times. I was like, let me go ahead on and check this out. And to his credit, I stayed watching. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get bored with it and say, look, man, I tried, guys. you would have heard a whole different outcome today.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something though, BA. I gotta give Amazon their props on their shows, bro. Like Amazon ain't really missing on those shows. Like movies, I mean, we can talk about that another day. But they shows, they don't be missing with their shows, bro. It's like they put, to me, it feel like they put more into their shows and they don't do their movies. So, but yeah, like I said, with this one, man, it's gonna be good. How many episodes was it, BA? When you watched, I forgot. It was 8.
It was like 8 to 10.
Oh, okay, I can't remember. But yeah, so yeah, probably get 8. I'm supposed to say, I think. Don't quote me. I think they did release all those at once. I don't remember watching that like week to week.
Well, they're not. Season 2 going week to week.
Oh, crap.
According to what I just.
Wait, you know what? You're right. Cause then gonna drop the first 3 episodes, right?
That I'm not sure. It seemed like it's gonna be one per week from Google.
Damn. Okay. Crap. Well, let's move on to this next trailer, fellas. This is right up y'all wheelhouse right here. Check this out. We got Monarch Season 2, Legacy of Monsters. Season 2 is finna drop, y'all. So, what you think about this one, BA? I know you saw this trailer and was like, yo, Godzilla.
So, with this series, right, season 1 was all over the place. Sometimes some series I will suggest you watch twice. This is one of them because they jump back and forth throughout time so much. And you got like, well, who's this person? All right, now that person, and then they Asian, right? So I'm trying to decipher, right, and I'm just leave it at that because I could go worse. So I'm like, all right, so this the grandmother and this the granddaughter and that's the son, but see when they in the other world, like the other Earth, right?
It's like the dad or whatever.
It's not aging. Like it slows down the aging. That's why Kurt Russell was 90, but he really looked 70. So I was like, all right, I'm trying to get all this, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like once I saw it twice, I was like, cool, I got everything. I got the order, everything. And long story short, it seemed like maybe season 1, I think season 1 concentrated a little bit too much on character development when it's a show about monsters. Like I want to see monsters do what they do, right? Yes, I need human interaction because that's a part of it, but I think they kind of focused a little bit too much into it. But luckily they did do it, so it's over and done with. Like we understand the characters.
Yeah.
Even if you add new characters, they can't add so many new characters in a sense, right? I know Shorty from Prey gonna be in this one too, though. So shout out to her. But it's like, okay, now season 2 seems to me is gonna be more action based. It's gonna be more and then I think they're gonna have new monsters. That little crab-like, squid-like figure that attacked Homeboy from Jump. I think that's the same monster, but like a grown-up version at the very end. When it's like that big crab-like monster. I think they're the same one. You can't necessarily stop it.
But then they had that crab monster at the beginning too.
That's what I'm saying. But it was a baby.
Okay.
They had a little baby on the seashore.
The attack guy on the beach. You talking about with the surfboard?
Yeah.
I think that was the baby form, and the final form was at the end of the trailer in a sense. And I was like, oh, okay. Hopefully, it could be a wholly different creature. I'm not sure, but I think that's the same one. But that just shows me like they're introducing new I guess species in a sense, which is cool, right? Like I don't necessarily need to see all the same ones and other stuff or the Japanese joints. I don't necessarily need to see all of them. So this is the type of world where if you want to build something, if you want to create a new one, unlike Jurassic Park and stuff like that, this is the time to do it. This is the episode. This is the series to do it. So I was all for that. Like I said, it seemed like it's way more action, fast pace. And I like it. I like what I saw so far. So I'll be I'll be patiently waiting for when it releases, and I'll be watching it. So yeah, so far for me, double thumbs up for me.
You're not gonna be disrespecting that dinosaur with the little arms and the big arms, BA.
Yeah, we're not doing that. See, no, this is not the place for that. You know what I'm saying?
We're not gonna do that today.
Godzilla in this joint. Shout out to King Kong looking ferocious in this joint.
Hey, he was young too. So, what you got, BJ?
I mean, look interesting. And I thought there was also on the beach. I thought there was multiple of those little sea monsters that attacked the dude.
Well, not like little bugs or whatever, like big
No,
bugs.
No,
or
it looked like
that.
it looked like little because it looked like little squid looking things. That
I didn't rewatch it again. I should have did that before we started. Dang it. But nah, go. What we was saying? My bad.
No, I was just gonna say like it did look like I said, it looks like it's gonna be interesting. I like I said once again, it's another show. I've never been into the Monarch stuff overly. I didn't have the same approach that BA said with the the Asian-y Asian-y take.
Look, when they come together, it's just like, hold on a second, just spread out a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't know Wyatt Russell was in this one too, playing the young Kurt Russell.
Yeah, it's playing the young and older version.
They did a good job with that.
Yeah, he back by the way. But yeah.
Yeah, U.S. agent. Now you said the woman from Prey was in this, Amber Midthunder.
Yes, the main character, the main killer shorty, the main actress. She's supposedly she's in season 2.
Oh, I don't see her on the list. I was looking at the actors. I don't see her on the list of actors, but maybe.
Let me double check that.
Go
ahead.
Now go ahead, BJ. You should say.
No, like I said, so I may see. The only problem is this is on Apple TV, which I don't have.
Oh, that's gonna be okay.
I may have to look into options for people that have actual phones and
you said
quality.
You said Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hey, shout out to Disney.
Listen, no, what I was gonna say was, so I gotta, like BA said, I gotta go rewatch the first season again. BA, what you said there at the end, I completely agree with you. I was gonna say that now it felt like they did more character building in that first season, and it did, what I'm saying, like it wasn't enough of the monsters, which now it could be on two fronts on this one though. So it could be the fact that they want to use too much of the budget on CGI and all that stuff for the monsters and all that stuff. So they kind of gave them a reason to start building more toward the characters and stuff like that. Because Monarch is supposed to be like the beginning of how Monarch got together, this agency and all that, how they got together and started monitoring these monsters or whatever, right? And so I guess that's why they kind of built more towards the characters, the humans in the show. Why you had the monsters going on in the background and all that type of stuff. So I think, like you said, from what I got from the trailer, I'm talking about the trailer. That's what we're talking about here. Now I could be completely wrong when this show come out. I agree with you, BA. I think it's going to be more action oriented. It's going to be more monster driven in season 2 from what I gauge from the trailer. So we're gonna have to see. I'm hoping that's the case because, like I said, that let's be honest, a lot of them episodes in the first season kind of dragged a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, a little bit. Not saying the show went bad. I'm just saying it dragged a little bit, And I think with King Kong being here in the season 2, it looked like they're gonna feature him a little bit more. I thought they would have featured Godzilla a little bit more in the first season. He had his moments or whatever, but they're gonna feature, from what I see from the trailer, could be wrong. They're gonna feature a little bit more of King Kong, hopefully, in the second season. But I agree with you. If they can kind of pick up to like the pacing a little bit in the season 2 and add a little bit more of the monsters. Like you don't even got to add the big, like you said, you got to add the big monsters in there. You can add like them little crabs we saw in the beginning of the trailer, little monsters like that, what I'm saying, here and there, to where it ain't like eating up your budget or anything like that. That'll keep people a little bit more engaged. But other than that, man, like I said, the show's pretty good. I think we already knew they were coming out with a season 2. I think it was inevitable. So I'm definitely ready for it, man. You got anything else I want to add too? Yeah, I forgot
she's gonna be part of it. Amber Midthunder. Yeah, she joined in season 2.
When you said that, bro, was she in the trailer?
I'm not sure.
She's in one episode. It says.
Oh, one
of season 1.
No, she's in one episode for the new one. The next season coming in 2026.
But it said a recurring role, so I don't know how many that is.
Oh, well, she gonna die.
I think she's gonna be Isabel. Yeah, she's gonna be Isabel. So yeah, they said she's
Well,
in
no,
one episode.
I wouldn't bring her along to die. I wouldn't. Not her. She got bodies, man. She can take down a predator.
She did take down a predator, man.
They gonna need her expertise.
And the hunters, the French hunters.
Exactly. Hey, they got predators in this show, man. All right, fellas, let's go ahead and turn the page here, man. Let's get into these quick hits. All right, let's see what we're talking about today. Check it out. So, look like we got some Doctor Strange 3 in early development Marvel news, y'all. So check it out, man. What's on y'all's mind? Y'all excited for Doctor Strange 3 and the possibility of it happening? What's on your mind, Big J?
So here's the problem, because we hear conflict and lies. So I heard I heard he wasn't going to be in Doomsday, but then of course he's supposed to be Dr. Doom Sheriff in Doomsday. We didn't get the resolution of what happened with him and Clea when she showed up at the end of Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, because she said, "Oh, we need you back here to come help with this situation," and then he just disappears, and then he's gone for the next 4 years. So we don't know if that got resolved, if he's still over there. So they really should have dropped Doctor Strange 3 before they dropped this. You know what I mean? And I hope they don't do the whole thing where they said it prior to after that, like after the movie come out, like they did with Black Widow, where the movie is meaningless. Like, oh, we're gonna give you your third movie and your sequel that we have you contractually obligated for after everything is said and done. We already know you died, 10 years ago. So I don't need that. So we need to have we need to get this resolution. And like I said, hopefully either they bring him in partially or something, or I don't know. We need to figure out a way to have that explained, because that's a whole nother story. They said it's supposed to have a ton of adventures with him and Clea. So we need to see what's going on. Plus, him and Clea got married. Weren't they married during the cartoon? I mean, yeah, during the comics.
I believe so. Yeah, because they were that was a love interest of his in the comics. What's I about to say? Crap, I don't remember. We would say what you got, BA? I'll probably remember in a minute.
I think it takes too long, man. Why is it in early stages right now? Like, it should be definitely halfway done. And then it's like, okay, cool. If anything changes at the last second that you weren't necessarily prepared for out of Doomsday or whatever the case, Secret Wars, then you can edit from there. But it should not be in the early stages. Like, come on, what were you doing at the part 2? Like, that's Marvel's problem. See, that's their problem, and they're gonna have to fix that. But with that being said, like I said, it's. Yeah, all right. We need Doctor Strange 3. Like, it's like Big Jake said, kind of left it on the cliffhanger, and all we know he's still hanging off the cliff, Like, what's happening? Like, where did he go from there? So
sorry about that.
I have issues with that. So and then like you say, he's not necessarily a part of Doomsday, but is he? Because if he's not, like I said, I thought this was understood. Like, if Tom Holland's not in Doomsday, okay, because he has a movie right near it. So if Doctor Strange not in it, it's okay, because whoever's not in this movie is going to be in their own movie, like, that's centered around Doomsday. So don't get it twisted. Marvel can definitely throw you a Captain America 3 real easy, and pretty much that's a low key Avengers movie. So when I see Doctor Strange 3, that's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, they can have a low level Avengers movie and have multiple people in it to help build the story from Doomsday. So that's what I'm assuming they're going to do. It's just, it probably should already kind of be done so they can be filming soon. But no, that's not the case. So who knows where they're going to go? But like Big J also said, like, I don't think this is going to be Black Widowed, but I'm feeling Ant-Man vibe. I'm feeling Ant-Man vibe. That's the problem.
Hold on, which one?
Yeah.
A second.
Dude.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, the second one came out after
yeah.
Snap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, all right, cool. You did some things, and then that explains some things in Doomsday. But I'd rather for it to come up before Doomsday. So we'll see. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
So I don't think that they're gonna use Doctor Strange 3 to do what y'all said to fill in the blanks for what happened after Doctor Strange 2. I think this is gonna all be post Secret Wars where everything is already cleaned up and everything. We already now you know the direction now. We know what's going on. We know who dies and who stays and who's redone and all that type of stuff. I think it's gonna be one of them cases because like you said, I really think, bro, all the stuff y'all asking, I think they're gonna answer it in Doomsday. I could be wrong, but it's no way you can't answer that question because you went to fight incursions, which is going to affect what's going on in Doomsday. So it's like you have to answer. We got to get an answer for that. What's going on? What did he do that's supposedly going to help the multiverse or whatever, right? Like you said, he went in there with Clea and all that stuff. So we need to find out what the deal is with that. So I don't really think that they're going to. I think they're going to do more of those answers in the movie. I think you're going to get your answer, but it's going to be in Doomsday. It's not going to be his own movie. I think this movie is going to be something completely different, like the other movie that they're planning after Secret Wars. It's going to be a post-Secret Wars type of thing where everything is finally under one sacred timeline. What we can say, BJ?
So Doomsday comes out in 26 December. Secret Wars comes out in 27, right?
Mm-hmm.
Benedict Cumberbatch is currently 49, so he's going to be, by the time the third movie comes out, he's going to be 175 years old. So once again, Marvel can't do the Mahershala Aliization of Benedict Cumberbatch and put his movie off.
Wait.
Nah,
that's not
I
fair.
Think gonna do, yeah, I don't think they're gonna do.
You ain't got to be that old to throw up gang signs. That's all. That's all Doctor Strange do. Is throw up.
But is he gonna crip walk in this one? Is he gonna crip walk? I want to see.
BJ. Do your fingers like
that's
this.
it. That's all he does.
Hold on.
If
he crip walks too to cast a spell, what if he has to start doing that? You know what I'm saying?
You ain't never seen him do it so far.
The little cape gonna levitate him off the ground. BJ. He got to lose his legs. You know what I'm saying?
The cape gonna elevate him.
The cape gonna be his wheelchair.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the cape is a flying wheelchair, bro. What we talking about? No, no, I mean, like I said, I see. I don't think they're gonna do a Blaze situation because we didn't have two other Doctor Strange movies. I think they'll definitely get us Doctor Strange. I just don't know what direction they're gonna go. It's gonna definitely, like you said, it's gonna have to be after. It's gonna be after Secret Wars. It's gonna have to be. You ain't gonna make it right now for the drop between the movies or whatever. So,
so what is one of the main reasons why? I mean, one theory, I guess I should say, that Doom is doing all this because his world is coming to an end in some kind of way. Right, that's a popular theory. Well,
which would have made sense if they did Doctor Strange 3 before Doom, because that way because remember he's trying to stop the incursions because it is affecting other worlds. So we should have got an idea of what he is doing to stop those incursions. But I think we're gonna get that like in the first 30 minutes probably of Doomsday or something.
Right.
The movie's gonna be 18 hours long.
And all the incursions are done, and we are in a new world after Secret Wars. There's no more. We don't need Doctor Strange 3.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what it could be because so I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what Secret Wars, the outcome of Secret Wars is. It might just be a completely different story. You know what I'm saying? Like its own contained story or whatever. I don't know. It would have made sense, like y'all saying, if they had done that incursion movie or whatever before Doomsday to kind of give you an idea. Like, yeah, he out here trying to fix these incursions. Or like you said, what's been going on for the last 4 years or whatever, you've been gone or whatever. Oh, I've been over here fixing these incursions or whatever. And so that would have made more sense because it would have fit within the story. But yeah, I don't have any idea, y'all. It's going to have to. I know it's going to have to be after Secret Wars. Don't go back. Please don't go back. We're tired of doing like BJ said, you're going back to explain stuff. You should have explained it before Doomsday. That would have made a whole lot more sense. If Doctor Strange dies and, Secret Wars, and then you go do a movie like he did with Black Widow, where like, oh yeah, they got this story of Black Widow. Well, then didn't she die? Well, no, this in the past. Like, come on, bro. No, stop going backwards. Let's go forward, bro, and continue the story that way. So, I don't know, man. I got anything else y'all want to add?
Yeah, they need to hire us.
Hey, it writes itself. Check it out, man. Let's see what we got next. So Black Panther 3 is reportedly titled Shadows of Wakanda. What you think about that name, BA?
Cool. I wish I can have a comic reference to that. I don't. But
that's what they asked y'all. I know.
but it's to me it's people in you're looking over your shoulder. What is shadows? The underworld maybe, or anything like that, or anything that's in the dark in the past shall come to light type thing. I'm not necessarily 100% sure as in when it comes to the title, but what I do need is for her to give up that Black Panther spot and give it to somebody else. So I that's what I want. She had her moment. She beat Namor. So she got that to say for herself. Boom, But it's time for T'Challa to be T'Challa again. So I don't care how they do it. I don't care what's the result from all these variants and all these things. I think the boy what's his name? Desmond. Yeah.
Idris.
Snowfall.
Idris. Yeah.
Yeah, he's him. He's gonna be it. Like
I think
he's not doing these little award show joints with Angela Bassett for no reason. That I think that was Vogue or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It's him, right? It's gonna be him. So either he's gonna play a version of his son grown up, if they do something crazy like that, or he could just be another variant in a sense. I don't care. It's just we need T'Challa back, and I think it's been long enough. So I don't want to go through the M'Baku joint. I don't want no more Shuri. It's time for that. So if the shadows means the T'Challa coming from the shadows to beat T'Challa again some kind of way, then I'm for it. But Ryan Coogler, I still trust you, homeboy. You ain't failed me yet, so I'm gonna keep rocking with you.
Would you say, BJ?
So here's the everybody been hyping up the Damson Idris part because he showed up at that event with
well, hold on. Before that just made
it was before that.
Elevated.
I know.
Before that.
See, here's the thing. Before his name was ever mentioned, Regé-Jean Page was named as a possible black, like immediately after he died, about a year after he died.
That's the dude from
Bridgerton.
Okay, yeah, I did hear his name.
He was also at that event, standing right next to Angela Bassett on the other side of Damson. If you look at those pictures, he's right on the other side of her. And I was like, oh, because even like the girl who played Aisha was there. Everybody was in it, but like I said, them two was kind of bookended her. So I'm like, but everybody forget about him being named early on. He was early on named as a possible success.
That's because he light skinned. I said it.
I ain't said nothing about him being light skinned. See,
I did.
I ain't gonna lie, BJ. I didn't. I mean, I know he's a good actor. I do like him as an actor. I just didn't want him as Black Panther.
Oh, I didn't say I want him as Black, but I'm just saying people want to be like, oh, see, and I'm like I said, we don't know because they do some weird stuff. And like I said, he was right there with him, and nobody talked about the fact that guy who they named first was standing right next to Cream Miller.
Yeah. But also too, BJ, that has a lot to do with the fact we saw those drawings that people automatically assume was Idris. You know what I'm saying?
And the Russo said they ain't got nothing to do with us. They had nothing to do with our stuff. And they were like, those are just there. And they said that's not even our concept art.
Look just like the kid, but
it did. And then they asked him during the F1 movie, and they were like, "Are you in it?" He said his weird yes no answer. Like he said, "Are you in talk to you?" Like yes no, and they're like, "Well, that means yes." And he just fell out laughing.
So he can't say no like your boy Andrew Garfield, bro. Because they're like,
I'm not the werewolf.
Yeah.
No. Like I said, I'm saying Shadows of Wakanda thing. I mean, it cool. Like I said, I really do think they're gonna probably Damson will show up as a version of T'Challa from another universe. I think will show up in Doomsday or Secret Wars, and hopefully, like I said, my goal is to make the new T'Challa going forward the son and just age him up so that you could have him do the stuff with him and Storm, because let Storm still be a student, not full grown adult Storm, but let them two grow up as like the romantic and love interest and all that stuff from the comics, and let them go up together. I'd rather do that than have a 30-something-year-old Black Panther again and a 30-year-old Storm. Like I said, let them be like Storm. We supposed to have the X-Men supposed to be as students, so the next saga gonna be the Mutant Saga. Had that be intertwined and had their connections show, so you could have that going. But I'd rather see them do a younger, not a a full grown man T'Challa. I want to see a teenage T'Challa, and then him become the king and everything else.
I don't want to see no
Mm,
teenage punk T'Challa, yo. I need to see T'Challa coming through whooping ass, man. Let's just call it what it is now. Come on now.
Let's get a
Don't do that, Jay.
full-fledged
Don't do that.
fleshed out
Don't do
T'Challa,
that.
bro. We're not finna get no little.
Okay.
I just went
You
through my
want some
puberty.
So what is Storm supposed to be?
T'Challa, man.
What is Storm supposed to be? Because isn't Storm gonna be a mutant in the new mutant saga? She's gonna be in school. She's gonna be in the
Before we heard. Now hold on. Now Storm can be now. That it's not necessarily well, it is, but I'm saying like not necessarily everybody's going there to go to school.
I know.
She could be actually living there, part of the team, looking with helping with the students and all that type of stuff. I mean, I don't think she probably old enough to be a teacher, I guess, but she could be a teacher like in the movies, right? The X-Men movies, the older ones, right? Like when they had their own class and all that type of stuff. So they're teaching the young mutants and all that stuff. She could do something like that, but she not necessarily be old.
She's a student teacher.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Remember how you used to go to the teachers go to the bathroom and tell that one student to watch the class?
So she's gonna be in her 20s, late teens, 20s, and he gonna be 35, 40 years old, and they gonna fall in love magically.
Desmond he got a young face though. He could play 24 easy.
Hey, hold on. Ain't Robert Pattinson playing a 20-year-old Batman?
We done talked about how ridiculous that is too. That man, 49 years old, talking about he's a emo Batman. Come on, man. Your grandkids could be in Batman.
Look. He looks the part though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That melanin take at least 7 years off. Easy.
Exactly. Bro, he look like he probably still play 23, man. What's up?
Nah, I mean, look, he has a youngish face. We once again, shout out to. But I still think that we need to go with a slightly younger actor. Had him to, like I said, that's what
you gotta give us a name then, BJ. You're gonna talk about that, bro, because I can't really think.
Look at all the black folks that's in their 20s.
I thought you had a name, man. Because listen, he's a hot name right now. We saw what he did in F1. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people want him to be, you know what I'm saying, the next Black Panther. I think that's the perfect fit.
Who else was in F1 that everybody loves so much?
Brad Pitt.
Yes, okay. Well, they make him Black Panther. We just to go and grab people's hot right now.
Yeah, you know, some folks do want to play Black Panther, but
he ain't confused. He's like, wait, what?
Not be saying, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But listen,
Blackface Panther.
It's only one person that can play that role, and he's playing
Iron
Man and Dr. Doom. It's only one guy. Everyone else
the blackface.
Not get the benefit of the doubt.
You know, he's gonna be a variant, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna be a variant. Check it out. Check it out, y'all. Speaking of Black Panther, I'm going to get this one next. Speaking of Black Panther, so a second Black Panther is rumored to appear in Avengers Doomsday. So I think we already know Letitia Wright going to be in there as Black Panther. I think we already know that. Her name, she had a chair. So now we're hearing that there might be a second Black Panther. What up, BJ?
I'll tell you, I've heard that rumor for a while that it was going to be a multiversal Black Panther. Now they said
I want to hear you say who it's going to be. Go ahead, say his name, man.
It's going to be Alan Richardson.
Okay. Oh, bro, I saw this movie he was in last night. Playback.
Yeah, it just came out, right?
Yeah, we watched it last night. Proceed though. I'm sorry, BJ. Go ahead.
No, so look, man. I think, like I said, there's possible folks that can get out there to play it, man. We just have to. I'm gonna do some research and come with some names for you.
Yeah, if you come with a better name, I'll give it to you. But I mean, right now, it sounds like it's old Idris, man.
I did a search for young actors black actors under 30, and Jaden Smith. I was like, yeah, no way.
Yeah, that's it right there. There it is, right there. Line him up. Throw him in the suit.
There'd be a revolt. There'd be a complete revolt if they try to make Jaden Smith.
Boy, they will flip Marvel Studios over on his head, bro. If that happen. What you got, BA?
Yeah, like I said, Black Panther 3 should be, like coming from the results of what's going on right now. So this little segment, this little two-part movie that they were getting, everything should be based off of that. So So that's why I'm saying like I'm leading off the shadows part. So he has to probably be introduced some kind of way. So he can still be introduced as T'Challa's son, T'Challa from a different universe, and he comes through into here and it's like, oh, this is who he is, or not, or he can just not even be a part of it, and he shows up doing Secret Wars in a sense, right? So that's a possibility. And so the question is, why does he stay? Well, he stayed because his world that he was at,
got destroyed.
died. It self-inflicted. He found some way to get out. So that's a reason to stay. I mean, it's not don't take too much when it comes to that. But and shoot, I mean, who gonna really miss him? Like, like everybody that was in T'Challa joint, they did. Other than Shuri, mother died, father died. You know what I'm saying? Just in the MCU,
No, they did.
Grandmother
family.
died. His mother didn't die.
Yes, she did. Remember,
I'm
she
talking
drowned.
about baby
Angela
T'Challa.
Bassett
I'm
died.
talking about the boy.
Oh, no. He talking about Chadwick Boseman's parents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like, so who knows at the end of the day? But when it comes to this particular joint, like I said, it's either that or you bring someone just so you can kill off a Black Panther in this movie. Because people got to die. You got to have more people so more people can die.
World's gonna die.
So
BA, world's gonna die.
Hey, that's a lot of people. You see what happened to
It
Alderaan?
is.
A lot of people.
RP to Alderaan, man. No. So I agree with what BA just said though, because if you think about it, in the Secret Wars comics, that's how Miles Morales came over to the 616. His world got destroyed. He got saved over here in 616. So I think it's probably what's going to end up happening. We're going to probably get Shuri and the new T'Challa in this movie, in the Shadows of Wakanda movie. You know what? I guess I'm gonna be that person. I hate when they keep calling it something Wakanda. Can we go back to calling it Black Panther, please? That's no disrespect. I love the Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? Like, just not. Well, if they call it Black Panther Shadow of Wakanda, then that's fine. But they put Black Panther in that title somehow, man. I don't. I mean, because it's kind of to me, it feels like when you say Wakanda, it's like you're just staying away from Black Panther. Like, oh, he just this character over here. We're just talking about the whole entire country of Wakanda or whatever. And it's like, bro, come on, man. Wakanda is known because of Black Panther. Black Panther is the face of Wakanda. Literally, he's the king or whatever. So I want them to start bringing more light to the Black Panther like it should be, bro. And I know why they're doing that, because Chadwick Boseman passed, and they don't want to. They still ain't made their mind up yet on what they're gonna do with the Black Panther. Despite rumors or whatever. But like we got to like BA said, we got to get back to focusing on T'Challa, man. T'Challa is the main focal point. I think time has passed now. I think and you heard Chadwick Boseman's brother said the same thing. It's like, yo, he would want somebody to take up that mantle and continue that character, not just hold on to it and say, nope, it's only him. And it's like that's not fair to the people who love that character.
They say it's too important. This family said that the Black Panther was too important to him to let it die with him.
Yes. So he gave his blessing to it. So I don't understand what the problem is. Go ahead, BA.
Marvel tried, right? Like I think a lot of people forget when it comes to how fast Black Panther 2 came out, relatively, compared to his death and everything like that. And especially when they first started shooting, right? So you're telling these people that all of them, you know how tight Black people are. They was all close, and they all went through that whole movement together, right? You know what I'm saying? Wakanda Forever and everything. The tours, the this, the that, all they was doing all that together. And so now you're just supposed to replace them. I don't think the cast wanted to do with it. I don't think Ron Coogler wanted to deal with it. So you find a way to give him his proper just due. You never seen a funeral on film before like this before. You never seen homage to a character like this before. So they did that, and now that we're like almost 10 years to the point, right? Like, okay, now you can replace him, in my opinion. But to have that crew, 5 years since he passed, it's been 5 years.
2020. It was 2020.
Dang,
it was the worst year in history. What you talking about?
Yeah, you're right.
2020 is like it's 5 years within itself. That's within 5, right? We all aged 5 in that year, alone. So, I think it's time now. But no, you couldn't tell those guys at that time to kind of have the same fate. That's hard, man. I wouldn't be able to work like that.
No, I 1,000,000% agree with you on that, BA. Which is why I was saying when they're talking about we gonna still go through with it and all of that, you should have gave the people time. Don't drop that movie. You push that movie back to another year or whatever, or maybe 2 years, and you give those people time. Because like you said, if we had I agree with you. I don't think they would have just said like within that year, okay, yeah, they get a whole nother Black Panther. I don't think they would have done that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was still kind of fresh in everybody's mind. It happened suddenly. Nobody really knew it was happening, except for him and his family. So it's why I'm saying like, yeah, if that was the case, you should have just held off on that movie until you were ready to move forward with the movie. Because now it's not a coincidence that part 2 took a major hit compared to the first one. Because people wanted T'Challa, Black Panther, to be the focal point of it, not the whole entire country of Wakanda. We're gonna talk about this Dora Milaje, this random Dora Milaje character over here, this fisherman down here.
Reason?
You know what we talking about?
You think that's the reason why?
Reason why what they
didn't see it in droves like that? You think that's the reason?
One of the reasons I should say.
I think to me, I only gave it one look because I couldn't get through that scene, and that's the problem you face when you have a day and a funeral scene. I can't watch that. I can't watch that and sit and enjoy myself. So I teared up when I watched it the first time. So I was like, I can't get through that. So it didn't have the replayability. Let's say that. Like a lot of these movies, well, especially if it's good, you have a replay factor where as though I gotta see it again. In the sense, I don't think Black Panther 2 had that because as soon as the movie come on, she's trying to say the dude. I don't know. That's just me. I couldn't watch it twice.
No, I was looking because I thought it did well. Like, it still made 859 million. It didn't make the 1.2 billion that the first one did, but 859 is still in that year when nobody was going to see movies. Is still. That would be the top movie this year.
Even better.
So, but yeah, no, what was I gonna say? Dang it, threw me off there. But yeah, no, like I said, I feel like they need to bring T'Challa back though, man.
Yeah.
Like if they do bring T'Challa back, I think that would get a whole lot more eyeballs because that's the one thing people were complaining about after the second one came out. It's like, yo, you should have. I've been saying that for the longest. Me and Cuz had a debate about that. That's like, bro, you should have recasted T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? It's that character was like I don't like when they say that if this person can't play it, then nobody can play it. I hate that type of attitude because you casted Thunderbolt Ross literally right after he passed. But this guy is like you hold him hostage, like holding this charter hostage. Like nobody else.
That's not the same.
Like, yeah, I was about to say that's not the same.
No, sir.
Okay,
nobody.
I'm gonna give you another example then.
I hear you though. I hear you.
No, after that, we get another example. Then why, if that's the case, then when Heath Ledger died as Joker, why they not recast anybody else to ever play Joker again?
Because they can't do a different franchise. Joker, they don't know how to do that.
Ah, got you. Okay,
they don't know how to do
different franchise.
Yeah.
What's the difference? He was a beloved character that played a beloved actor who played a beloved character. Everybody loved.
If Christian Bale was still doing that same franchise, you might not would have seen the Joker again.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Well,
they rebooted.
Well, as far as you getting the Joker in any other medium, like we wouldn't have got those 2 Joker movies from Joaquin Phoenix. You wouldn't have got Joker in Suicide Squad. You know what I'm saying? Like all that type of stuff. If you did not want to, tarnish this person who won Academy Awards and stuff after this movie and all that type of stuff, he was the main reason why that movie succeeded the way it did, according to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Even according to Christian Bale, he was the guy who made this movie. If that was the case, then, you know what I'm saying, they would have recast him for nobody else for a Joker, for anything else. We're not even doing another Joker, nothing, because this guy died. He was the Joker. That's the guy we see as the Joker from now on. Nobody else can be Joker.
That's like saying we're going to do a Superman movie without Zod. Because, like I said, up until James Gunn, nobody knew how to make one, obviously, because it's like, oh, wait, it's Superman. We got to put Zod in. Because DC is like I said, other franchises are terrible examples, but nobody was like I said, that's like saying if Superman himself died, I don't think they'd recast Superman immediately. I think they would probably let it sit for a minute. Like if something happened to what's his name, the David Cornsweet, I don't think they'd drop the next Superman movie immediately. I think they'd be like, oh, hold on.
Well, no, I ain't saying drop it immediately.
But I'm saying he was a titular character though. He is Black Panther, and so I mean that's like saying if the titular character dies, you're not gonna like, all right, next year we drop in that Superman movie. It's on schedule. It's on the books. Let's go and drop it anyway. We just gonna act like
no. So what I'm saying is, I don't know if y'all heard what Ryan Coogler has been saying. He's talking about not casting T'Challa ever again and just focusing on the country of Wakanda is what I'm talking about. That's like you saying, if this character, if Heath Ledger dies as Joker, we're never going to cast Joker in anything ever again as long as Heath Ledger is passed. Like, we're not going to ever cast the Joker in anything ever again. That's what he's trying. That's what he's kind of. Is what he's saying. He even said this again recently on. I think, matter of fact, New Rockstars talked about it. They talked about the fact that he's talking as if like we're not going to ever cast T'Challa ever again. We're just going to move forward with focusing on it's more than just T'Challa. It's about Wakanda. It's like that's not true, Ryan Coogler. T'Challa. Nobody knows of Wakanda except for T'Challa, Black Panther.
Well, I think that's the son. Wakanda. But I'm saying that's why I think the son is the workaround and still making the son T'Challa to still have a T'Challa, but not disrespect Chadwick's T'Challa. That way you still have. He was the T'Challa, the original T'Challa. He's the Black Panther. He's the man, and not recasting that character. So, like I said, if you have a multiverse version of him come through, or his son ages up, then you still have another T'Challa, but you're not replacing what Chadwick did, and you're not erasing his death. Yeah,
that's why I said I hope they cast Idris as T'Challa. I hope they go that route.
Right. But, so they gave us the loop around in a sense when they named his son T'Challa. You can keep everything that you wanted to do up until that pause point. You can still go, and it's T'Challa this, T'Challa that, because they named his son that. So in a sense, we are saving T'Challa, the son of T'Chaka, as Chadwick. But all storylines, everything else, when you hear T'Challa, you're gonna think of whoever's playing T'Challa now, because that's his quote unquote son in a sense. So
no.
It was the best to me. I think they did the best out that they could without straight recasting. I think the only issue is they cast Homeboy too young.
Yeah,
but they had to keep 10, up with 11. The age. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they had to keep up with the years.
Explain getting them in there though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I don't even know if they had the idea of like making it like further down the line, saying like, oh, multiverse. I don't know if they had that idea yet. So this idea came first, and then probably later on they were thinking multiverse. We can use the multiverse to bring him back in.
Yeah, because that was during the Young Avengers movement. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do realize what they said that. Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say the original plot for Black Panther 2 was supposed to involve him and his son. It was going to be the relationship between him and his son.
Oh, and,
that's what Ryan Coogler said. The original story was written about him and his son and him.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, so that was always going to be the plan, to have another T'Challa come up behind him. It's just, and like I said, I think like B said, I think because the kid was 6 when he played him, they should have had at least a 10 or 11-year-old and just said that was a secret. Well, no, because the thing is they had an existing relationship. T'Challa and I forgot her name.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Nakia.
So they could have had they may have had a secret kid. She could have been hiding that kid that whole time.
Yeah, he was there. So, but to expound on what Big J is saying, that they was going to show you, basically the trainings, the talks, everything that T'Chaka was showing T'Challa that we didn't necessarily see at all. You was going to see that with their relationship, and that they was going to expand on that. So he probably was going to be young T'Challa, if or a different name for the next, let's say, 2 movies or whatever like that. So now he's actually aged up to the point where he can just like, okay, if I need to, I can go ahead on and give you the throne in a sense. But we were supposed to see all that, what Big J wants, like the teenage version of him and stuff like. We were supposed to get some of that in this particular movie, but they had to rotate.
As a matter of fact, when did Black Panther 2 come out?
It was 2022. So that's the thing. So right now that kid is 9, 10 years old, and that's what I was trying to see if he waited until after.
That's what I was saying. Like if he'd made it to like 10 or 11,
if he'd have been 10, he'd been fine, because by the time they finished with the multiverse saga, he'd have been like 15 years old or so, and then you could have been like, okay, let's go. Now you got 15
put him in the weight room a little bit. He good to go.
He could have been, he could have been ready to go. But it's like they went too young, and that's what I said. They said they may age up during this saga to try and get him to like mid to late teens, so that, like I said, that makes more sense going forward, so that you still have to Chadwick's legacy, and then this will be the son of Chadwick, not a recast of Chadwick. I think they toyed with a multiversal version, and I think they may show that in Doomsday. You may see a multiversal version of T'Challa, but I don't think that'll be the T'Challa going forward.
Let me ask
y'all
one
think
more question.
About,
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask.
What do y'all think about the boy Caleb?
Who?
Stranger Things. He about 24.
He kind of short.
But he look Robert Downey Jr. Like everybody short, bro. Like,
hey, it's crazy. He's shorter than Robert Downey Jr. That's the crazy part.
He's 5'8". Yeah, he's 5'8".
Yeah, I'm good on that. It's funny, BA. You're not the only one because Cuz brought him up too. When they're talking about doing like a younger, you know what I'm saying? Cuz brought him up a while back too. But now what I'm about to say.
So when they know him as a teenager, that's why I brought that up.
Yeah, they do. Well, he playing a grown teenager now.
Yeah, he playing a grown teenager now. Like that's his demographic.
Somebody made fun of that the other day. I forgot. I saw somebody did a video.
Bro, I don't know if I saw the not red carpet, but when they're taking the pictures and all that stuff, man. Them kids is grown, bro.
Yeah, they adults, man.
It's like they waited too long for that season. Yeah, it got to. You're right. But now what I better say, so when they reset everything after Secret Wars, y'all think that they're going to bring all those people back? Like another version of Queen Mother and all that stuff. Maybe not. No, okay.
I think Rwanda's dead. I think what'll happen is, like I said, I think they'll introduce. I think they're gonna kill off all the X-Men in Doomsday, and I think they're gonna put the new X-Men.
Big J.
I'm serious. I think
this is. I agree with you.
Yeah, I think they're gonna set it up to be where all these multiversal characters and the variants, they take the L, and then on Secret Wars they're gonna introduce the new versions of all these characters. I think you'll see the new X-Men characters appear in Secret Wars, and that's gonna be your X-Men going forward. But I think they want to give everybody a big, because dude, like what's that dude? Alan Cummings, the one that plays Nightcrawler, he's like 63 years old. He's like, dude,
bro, I don't know if you saw the pictures, bro. That's actually what had a great streak in his head and everything.
I know.
That was a part of the pitch meeting. They said, anybody raise your hand if you're over 55. Y'all all gonna die. That's
I ain't get the call. Hold on, I heard.
Over 55. Dang, he said over 55.
What I heard.
I'm on 54. You good for now?
What about James Marsden? How old
matter of fact, when your birthday? Tomorrow? Oh, we shoot tomorrow. You did. Like, dang, bro.
Yeah.
No, James Marsden is like 50 something.
52.
So, yeah.
He's 52. He's same age as me. He's September too. Oh.
Nah, get the age right, BA. 50. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna 50. You feel with 50.
50 it up.
All right, y'all. Let's see if we got next up here, man. What did I skip over? Oh yeah. Check this out, y'all. Russo brothers will reportedly take lead of the next MCU saga after Secret Wars. So it looks like they're gonna come on, BJ. I know. Yeah, go ahead, bro. What you got, BJ? I was gonna say something, but go ahead.
No, you go. Because
no, I was just gonna say, bro. We gotta start giving some fresh voices out here, man. That's what I was gonna say, bro. But go ahead, BJ. I'll elaborate when I start talking.
I was gonna say the same, because I'm like, dude. One, we already said we don't like the style of the way they approach the movies and the marketing, not necessarily the product on the screen, but their whole we got to be secretive and let's do these weird.
Show this right here. What this means?
Yeah. I'm gonna leak a picture of a light from a light.
Decipher this.
Yeah, you tell me what this means. What do you see in this picture? This arranged chair and this
in front of the cup. What that
there's
mean?
A carrot on the floor. So like what?
Like I don't know. Like,
you tell us this, and they just sit there just rubbing their hands together. Look at them figuring out nothing. And I'm like, dude, just
hold on before you say something.
Yeah,
they haven't given us an answer yet on that picture, have they?
Of course not.
See what I'm saying? So I don't know, but go ahead.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that style of marketing worked when you was the hottest thing in movies. You're not right now. You need to be a little bit more transparent. And you need to keep people engaged and people interested. And like I said, right now, people are very skeptical about this whole Robert Downey Jr. thing. You're coming out saying, we the only person who could play this is Robert Downey Jr. But people like that don't make sense. And people are not happy about the Robert Downey Jr. casting necessarily. A lot of people like me. I'm like, what? Like y'all, it looked like a desperate grab for a company that couldn't move on to their cash cow. So there needs to be explanation, and we need to see a reason why this makes any sense. But they're like, oh, just trust us. Like we don't. We don't trust y'all right now. So you need to
BJ, trust them.
Huh?
So you need to trust them, BJ. Trust them.
I trust them right now. Like I said, you got
close your eyes and trust them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, close eyes and just wait and see. Hope they do the right thing. Nah, dude, like they have to earn that trust back. James Gunn has been doing well, but like I said, he ain't been perfect because, like I said, we all except for BA, we all didn't like the end of Peacemaker. We thought we thought, and then he blamed us. That was a messed up part. I don't know if you saw he blamed us. About you guys was expected to, like you said. You said it, and there's gonna be crossovers. And
you said it multiple times, bro.
Like, yeah, you like you guys. Because somebody said out of nobody took nothing you said out of context. You said it was gonna be, cameos and all this, and we was like, oh, okay, well that's what
you said. You said the whole Justice League gonna be in there, Wonder Woman, Aquaman.
You tell us everything, it's the greatest, and then he's like, oh, it's the greatest thing I've ever shot, and I can't. But that's because your wife was acting with John Cena, so you was happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but that's what you meant. That's like that's almost as bad as what's his name when the guy that played Vision was talking about how
Paul Bettany.
When he was with Paul Bettany, he was talking about he got to act with somebody he always wanted to act with in WandaVision.
Yeah, we thinking like, man, who could it be?
Yeah, it's one of the greatest actors I've ever worked with, but it was him. So it's that kind of foolishness. We need some answers. We don't need you to tell us the whole script, but we need another team. Like I said, we need fresh blood with fresh ideas. That's not sitting up there thinking we don't need the Nico Harrisons of the movie industry thinking they know everything and they're the smartest guy in the room. We need people that can come in and just be open and honest and have a good vision and a good plan and execute on that plan.
First of all, BJ, BA didn't know what you meant by that, bro. But
everybody know Nico Harrison.
Everybody know Nico now.
Marcus Brownlee did a video on Nico Harrison, man. I mean, come on.
Now, what you got, BA?
I'm okay with it. I don't know why y'all got so much pushback here. Like, this is the same duo that gave us Winter Soldier. We're gonna forget like that's not one of the best MCU films of all time. It is.
Winter Soldier or the Marvels.
Definitely Winter Soldier. Marvels is a close. Is
I'm sorry, Marvels. I'm sorry.
Shout out to the Civil War. Like, I just mentioned that. Like, that wasn't one of the that was pretty entertaining. Y'all like the Thanos movie wasn't entertaining. It says the Infinity War, but that was Thanos. That was his movie. He won. That was his joint. That was entertaining as hell. And we ain't sit here and watch Endgame and was in awe. Y'all didn't clap when y'all seen Captain America. Y'all didn't clap when Thor came back. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's what they gave us. So when it comes to MCU, the Russos have been knocking. They've been hitting home runs. So I'm gonna give them that credit until they don't. So they haven't failed me yet. The last 4 I just named was pretty goddamn good. Shout out to
Electric State
once again.
How about the Electric State, the last movie they made?
No. When it comes to MCU,
yeah, I got to be
I don't care about you being Dupree. I don't care about the Gray Man. I don't care about none of those other joints.
Gray Man was alright, bro. When talk bad about that movie.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not caring about that. I'm just saying when it comes to MCU, when it comes to the budget, when it comes to having multiple talent on screen,
Kevin
what to
Feige
do with
overlooking.
Them. With Kevin Feige overlooking, we give them that too. They produce home runs. So, I give them credit until they don't. That's why Doomsday is so important.
Okay. I did just look at the Rotten Tomatoes of the Electric State.
We're not going to talk about that, bro. I was so mad at that movie, bro. I told y'all.
It could give your other movie a run for the money. What's it, War of the Worlds? This is 14%.
No, Electric was better than War of the Worlds by far. No,
14% on Rotten Tomato, man.
I don't
care about that.
Oh, okay, so Rotten Tomatoes don't
Shout
care.
out,
Don't
shout out
matter.
to Star Lord. He carried that movie. If anybody was messed up, it was the other
Now, I didn't even know
that
they were
girl
based
in the
off
movie.
of. They were based off the book. Yeah,
Mhm.
they were based off the book or whatever. But now listen, I agree. I agree with both of y'all on this point. Um, yes, the Russo brothers did help, pretty much helped make Marvel what we know of it. What I could say today, but the expectation of Marvel, they're the ones who set the expectation of Marvel high. So I definitely agree with that. I think I agree with Big J on this, BA. It's like I feel like it's kind of what Disney as a whole did, right? They tried to move forward, they failed, and then it's like instead of you trying to just continue to move forward, it's like we got to go back to this guy to help us get back to where we were. And it's like you're not giving other people opportunities to be the Russo brothers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there are other people that you could have had that can also give you these type of great ideas. Now, a lot of the stuff that y'all had before that you failed on, I keep telling folks, a lot of that had to do with who was over Disney in general, Bob Chapek. You know what I'm saying? So now you have Bob Iger in here. So let's get back to how you were running things before Bob Chapek took over. And Kevin Feige was giving a lot of these other people opportunities before Bob Chapek took over. So kind of get back to that. His thing is finding people who are talent as far as writing and directing to help usher or help move along his story and his vision or whatever. But we can say BJ, you should say something.
No, I was saying also Ike Perlmutter and all those other guys, and Avi Arad and all those was when in the early years when they was kind of floundering. But yeah, like I said, I'll give them they props until we see. Like I said, I want to see what they do for this movie. I wish they would take a fresh approach, and I think we're gonna keep doing everything the way we've been doing it because like when you
Yeah.
said that, it reminded me of Thanos' speech in Endgame. You couldn't
Yeah.
live with your failure, and what did that bring you? Back to me.
Right back to me.
Right,
Yeah.
right back,
That's
right back.
what remember,
They
y'all
put that
remember
in there
I
on
asked y'all-
purpose.
remember I asked y'all you might be right.
You
No,
couldn't
I'm
deal
gonna
with your
say
failures, and then you right back.
where they lead you, right back to me. No, I was gonna ask. So me, I remember when I asked y'all going forward, seeing how now that these so like DC for example, it's like taking more liberties of the comics where they're adapting more of the comic book type of stuff to the big screens and the small screens. Remember when I asked y'all, I said, do y'all think that they're gonna try to do that with Marvel, make it more comic booky? Because we all know that Marvel takes the comic book world and adds it to our world, try to add it to reality, where DC is taking reality and adding it to the comic book world. You know what I'm saying? It's the opposite. And so that's why I was wondering if the Russo brothers are going to be, over the forefront of this next phase coming through. Like you said, Big J, are we going to get more of a change, more of the comic booky type of feel to it? You know what I'm saying? Like where the X-Men are finally wearing their costumes and all that type of stuff. Like, are we going to start getting more of that? Or is it going to be same, business as usual where, hey, we've been doing it this way. You'll continue to keep doing this way, not adding a fresh take or fresh ideas to whatever phase they have coming up here. You know what I'm saying? That's my question. You know what I mean? So I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at the Russo brothers, being in the phase. Just let's get some fresh blood in here, man, and just see what get some fresh ideas. You can kind of use, just like with Secret Wars, use this as like a fresh reset, and then just go from there. But you said something,
And then when you get somebody that fail, why you ain't go to what you know work? That's the problem.
Well, no. You know what I think they need to do is I think they need to look for their Dan Trachtenberg, Fede Alvarez combo. Not that they're young, they're in their 40s, but like Dan Trachtenberg, he's a fan, and he's a fan of the stuff, just kind of like how Kevin Feige was when he first started coming up. You find dudes that are fans of the content and give you fresh takes on the content, and I think that'll resonate with the fans more than just let's keep bringing the same old guys back over and over again and try and recreate a magic that ain't there
That
right now.
produce billion-dollar films. Just make sure that you add that one part, multiple billion-dollar films.
But what did we also say that the world has changed since the pandemic? Also, the movie world has changed, and so we've seen that most studios are not producing billion-dollar movies year after year. In fact, we've talked about that, how we've seen maybe $1 billion movie a year compared to at one point everything Marvel put out, and even Aquaman 2 made over $1 billion. So it's like when you got to look at the fact those are gone, so you need to figure out ways to make cheaper movies to be profitable and tell good stories, not just let's keep trying to make a 300 million. Let's spend $300 million on a movie that's got to make $1 billion to break even, because that's not sustainable. And that's why these other franchises like, hey, this is not going to work, and that's why they want to cut back on what they produce, because they're not able to make the money like they were. So it makes more sense to make like I said, if somebody would ever figure out, like I've been saying for the last year or two, to get like the dude that did the original, the Chad Stahelowski, to have him come in and do the Blade movie. But he said he could probably make Blade for $40 million, and it may make 200, 300 million at the buy. That's a profit.
Right. Prime example. How much does Predator Badlands got to make in the box office to be profitable? Like 220 million. You know what I'm saying? Like they spend a lot of
220, yeah,
like 220. You know what I'm saying? Like get back to that. So like you said, if it make 400, damn, you bank it.
Yeah, right? But like I said, everybody wants to. Oh, we need to make $1 billion movies are not guaranteed no more, and in fact, it's hard to find. It's gonna go back to where it used to be, where like when Titanic made $1 billion, everybody lost their mind.
Yeah,
because you hadn't seen that before, and I think, like I said, everybody thought, oh man, like, oh, every movie's gonna make $1 billion. That's not the case, and that shouldn't be the determining factor of, because that's how studios stop making movies. Well, studios go from making 30, 40 movies a year to like 7, 8 movies a year, because they put all them into these huge projects, and then when they don't make money, they stop putting money in those projects. You need to put money into smaller projects like The Sinners and all those other movies. You need to make lower budget movies that make money, and that's how studios go back to being profitable. It's not about everything got to be a blockbuster, because blockbusters don't make you the money that other movies make.
It's funny you said that, BJ. That's how Warner Brothers was profitable this year.
Yeah, they did. They made smaller movies that made a bunch of money that everybody liked. It's crazy when you make movies that people like, and you don't spend $400 million to make them, then you're profitable. Oh,
but on the other hand, BJ, you can't make Avengers for 40 million. That's impossible.
But that's what I'm saying. Every movie can't be the Avengers. But like I said,
Well, yeah, no, I hear you.
Blade. I guarantee Blade will make $400 million. If you made Blade for $40 million, and it was good, and like I said, you got the action like you have in John Wick, but it's with vampires, and you go out there and make them movie for, let's say, $60 million with special effects, and you go out and make $40 million. I guarantee they doing backflips, because they made a $200 million profit. They're like, oh wow,
bro, I would watch that. I would watch that movie 85 times in the movie theater. Exactly. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That'd be fire. They could do that. But let's see what we got next, y'all. We got a couple more here, y'all. Hey, we're gonna switch over to DC, man. It's y'all boy right here. Check it out. Zachary Levi said he want to return to the DC universe, man. He said he want to be Shazam again. BA said, man, sign him up. What up, BA? Let the folks know what you think, man.
He wasn't bad. I'll lead with that.
Okay.
It's not. I wouldn't blame him for the Shazam failure. He can play an animated guy, and that's what you're looking for. He himself might be getting a little bit too old though. So I will also I will add that as well. But yeah, man, it was the you should have recast Billy. That's what should have did. Homeboy was walking around like at least 20 years old, playing
they were the same age now.
Yeah, like
him and Shazam the same age now.
He is an adult. What is he Shazamming to? Like who's this other guy?
You saw what Mary did.
Right.
Yeah, Mary Shazam for herself.
So that threw me off. And the fact that part 2 came out at a bad time for DC, right? They was already starting to start this. Say it again.
Wait. Was it the pandemic also?
Yeah.
No.
It was. I don't. It was. I think they was already starting to talk about switching over or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe it might have been pandemic. I just know that it was murky waters for them to profit off of it. You know what I'm saying? So, and the first one wasn't bad. The first one was pretty cool.
I like
in my opinion. So, I'm not mad at him. I don't know if he himself is young enough to pull it, because even you think of the animated movies and stuff like that. That Shazam's always he looks young. He's an older baby face in a sense, right? Without the whip appeal. So they just gotta go a little bit younger and I think recast them, and then they should just move forward with that.
What you got, BJ?
I hate to contradict BA, but
Uh-oh.
You do it every time.
No. So here's the thing. I actually, it would be okay with his performance if he matched the maturity of the character as a child, but the child actor seemed more mature than he did
More
when he
mature to
became
him.
Shazam. Yeah, so it's like
Mhm.
it didn't match. It's like when the guy walking around acting serious and then you go like, "Hey guys," I'm like, "Come on, man, that don't even look like the same character. It's two different people. It's not the same people." Because he didn't know how to act like a 13-year-old. He was acting like he was 6, and I'm like, "Dude,
Oh
that's not.
man.
He was too goofy. He was being too goofy as Shazam." So I'm like, they
But
Yeah.
like you said, the 13-year-old wasn't at the 13 years. He was acting like he was 17 because he had a tough upbringing.
But okay. But so he should have understood that I have a tough upbringing. Not I need to go in there playing like I'm a goofy kid. I'm like the kid wasn't goofy because the kid he
But
grew
a
up in
lot of
foster
iterations
homes.
of him is a goofy kid though,
But it didn't make
and they
it the
got to
same
get him
iteration.
serious.
They was making 2 different
You're right.
movies.
I'm not. Your original point stand corrected. Like stand. Like that's a fact. They was on 2 different wavelengths.
Yeah, it really was, bro. I agree with what BJ just said. No, I was gonna say this, bro. Shazam gonna be a hard movie to make, not because the characters are difficult to make, but the kid. If you don't make these movies back to back to back to back, that kid gonna look like he's 17. Matter of fact, let me give you a prime example. Percy Jackson. That kid looked night and day from season 1 and from the trailers I seen from season 2. It's like, bro, that kid's an adult now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be hard for that kid because, like you just said, BA, then you're gonna be recasting them every season. You know what I'm saying, to make them look different, to try to continue to keep them younger or whatever. So that's gonna be the one character that's gonna be hard to do or whatever. So unless you make him Shazam an adult and he just stay an adult or whatever, I don't know.
The only
But
team that did that accurately was the Harry Potter franchise. You got to get them so young that you can get a few movies out. They had like 9
yeah,
movies.
they
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
Yeah,
And
the
then it's
last
like,
one, the part
oh,
that had 2 parts. So yeah.
so, and they still fit the role, although they was growing up through the role. They was kind of going through high school, so like every 2 movies was like a year in high school in a sense. But
Yeah, that's a good
that's how
point.
you got to do it. You got to get these guys, these young actors, at a very young age, so you can go through a whole a trilogy. All right, that's about time to move on now. But you got 3 movies out of them. You can't do it like you said. I didn't even know about the Percy Jackson joint. I didn't watch that series. You talking about the TV series, right?
Yeah, on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I thought Homeboy was young. He looked young, but you just said he season 2 like he a grown ass man. We can't work like that.
Yeah, cause I'm saying voice change and everything. I was like, God dang it. But I said, yeah, that's gonna be a hard movie to try to sell, bro. Like you said, unless they do it like to where he start him like 7 or something. But
Yeah, you gotta be out 7, 8.
Man,
Then the next
that's gonna be
movie about
crazy.
12. And just keep
12.
moving
Then
like
the
that.
last one about 15. Man, that's gonna be interesting. I wonder if James Gunn. I wonder if anybody asked him about that yet. But I wonder if they're gonna continue to do Shazam or whatever. So that's gonna be interesting though. But yeah, no, I agree with
Yeah,
y'all though, man.
they're gonna redo everybody.
Oh, before Zachary Levi, no, we can move on. I told
Multiple
y'all get
reasons.
out.
For
Yeah, for
multiple
multiple reasons, exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna say get Alan Richardson, man. Let him be Shazam. You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely see that. No, okay, dang. Well, he said he want to play somebody messier anyway, so I guess that's not gonna work.
Yeah. Don't get your boy Brandon Sklenar.
That'd be like Kitty going cop, yo. I think that's too
Relax,
much.
BJ. Relax, man. You focus on Batman, bro. We need to focus on. All right, y'all. Get to this last one here. Check this out. Yeah, boy. Brainiac will be the villain in Man of Tomorrow. So supposedly this is confirmed, but we haven't heard James Gunn say it yet. So you know we usually got to hear from James Gunn first before it's confirmed. But let's go ahead and talk as if it is, man. What is it, a no-brainer, or would y'all want to see? Well, PJ, I know you want to see somebody else, right? Other than Brainiac.
No. I was down. I would say I'm tired of seeing Lex Luthor and Zod in every movie, which is all we've ever seen. And then they put Doomsday in that last one, but
Yeah.
other than that, we've had the same villains over and over again. So Brainiac is fine. And the funny thing is, every time they tried to make a Brainiac movie, they had to reboot the franchise because they were supposed to do a Brainiac movie, and then with I think Christopher Reeves, they had to reboot, and then they were supposed to do one with Brandon. What's his name?
Brandon Routh supposed to be supposed to be The second one supposed to have Brainiac.
And then they rebooted, and then they went to the next one before they got to do the one. And once again, they always have to reboot.
Man of Steel 2 was going to be Brainiac, but they decided to go with Batman versus Superman.
Yep. But so I'm not mad at it. Like I said, and this is not like a shocker. I mean, this ain't breaking news. Everybody, we known it was Brainiac since before James Gunn even put the brain on the script and then act like I never said it was Brainiac. Like,
I didn't know that, BJ. So.
why would you put a brain on the script and then act like you shocked everybody to figure it was Brainiac? That's like
hey, they didn't even stare at that. They just said Brainiac.
Yeah, you put a Man of Tomorrow
Brainiac.
with a brain on the script. And he's like,
yeah,
I ain't said that's him. That could be somebody else.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like come on.
And that's my
he doing
problem.
it again, BJ. He doing it again, like he did with Peacemaker. I didn't say that. Yes, you did. You said it 5 times or whatever. But go ahead, BJ.
And that's my problem. And we talked about the Russo brothers and how they play little mental games or whatever. At least that's like they're somewhat challenging. This right here, when he showed that picture with the brain and all, I'm like, are you? I know you smart, but it seems like you playing with my intelligence right now, and I don't like that feeling of somebody playing with my intelligence.
Everybody said it was Brainiac.
To me, James is worse because I'm like, yo, what you mean? I see it right there. And then it's like now it's a shock. No, it's not a shock. We already knew it was Brainiac. We already had conversations about it. We moved forward with it as soon as he said something about it. We were already moving forward with it.
Then he playing crazy is like, why y'all think it's Brainiac? I don't understand. Really, bro? You don't know why everybody's saying Brainiac when you're showing a picture of a brain. You don't have any idea. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's crazy.
I don't like it.
It's like, bro, come on,
I don't like
man.
it. But we here now, and he still ain't come on to confirm this thing. Like it's
But come on.
Why else would you need Lex Luthor and Superman to be together? Why else?
Exactly.
Because he can't figure it out by himself, and Batman's not around. So is he going to go to school and get some more intelligence some kind of way? No, he's not. He's going to go search out somebody that he knows is smart. Like, what are we doing? All right. But yes,
the Condiment King is going to be the bad.
Y'all
I need you to show up for Halloween in the Condiment King outfit. That's what you need to do. We need to have a Halloween special next year.
Mustard and ketchup and what? That's all I got.
With ketchup and mustard.
With that being said, it's yeah, all right, cool. It's confirmed. We already spoke on it. It's cool. BJ made a good point. Every time they try to go this route, it falls through. So I think they brought it early enough. And part 1 did a great job, unlike Brandon Ralph's joint. And we're going to finally see Brainiac on the main screen, on the big screen. I've seen him on the small screen. That's not good enough. I need to see him on the main screen, and we're going to see where we get from there. So,
yeah.
That's all I got.
No, I agree. Like I said, it's like BJ said, we already had the same villains on the big screen 85 times. It was a no-brainer. No pun intended by that picture on the script. But yeah, it's gonna be Brainiac, bro. And then it's gonna be like I guess later on he'll be like, I bet y'all didn't figure it was Brainiac, did you? Like we figured it out already, James. Like you had a picture of a brain. You could have had any other picture on the front of that script. You know what I'm saying? You could have had the Superman logo or something like that on the front of there. You could have had those drawn pictures that you have of Lex and Superman together on the front of that script. You happen to have a brain on the front of the script. I think this is probably the first time in the history of anything where everybody's unified in one mind of what that meant. Like nobody else is guessing. Like, it could be this, it could be that. No, I think everybody named Mama. Everybody ran with it as soon as they saw the picture. Brainiac. Like okay. They're like, no, what do you mean? It could be anything. Really, James? You having a picture of a brain and say it could be anything. Okay.
He's rewriting the script to make the new villain. He's gonna change it because he's like, he's mad.
Oh, y'all figured it out too easy. I don't know how y'all put 2 and 2 together with this brain on here. I gotta change it up now. Like,
you make a Starro's cousin or something,
Yeah, exactly. Like a little mini Starro came out of nowhere and just that'd be crazy. But yeah, man, that's all we got today. Let's go ahead pause real quick, man, and show some love to Playback.
Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show.
All right, y'all. Shout out to Playback, man. We got it going over on Playback right now too. So check it out. Let's go ahead and get some of your questions and comments. We got a new subscriber to the channel, Nicholas. He said, "Hey guys, what's up? What's up?" Also, 2 Electric Shorts says hi. And then King, and then Big J's favorite fan right here, man. Great show by Div. And then he said, "This is Big J." He said, "You was wrong about 8. Wrong show, Div. Tell me he was wrong about Predator or something, you know what I'm saying?"
That's BA's job.
But yeah, man, definitely appreciate everybody, man, geeking out with your boys yet again, man. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, man, if y'all are new to the channel. Also, too, everybody hit them likes for us. We'll be back here on Tuesday, man. Cuz will be back too. Go watch Running Man. We're gonna talk about Running Man on Tuesday. I'm about to go see it here maybe in a couple of hours. So I know everybody's seen it before. Y'all seen it already? Y'all seen it yet? No, not yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna see it here probably in a couple of hours. So we'll talk about that on Tuesday. But yeah, see anything else I'm forgetting? Nope, that's it. Hey guys, everybody on Playback. If you're watching on Playback, follow us over here on YouTube, man. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be back here on Tuesday, y'all. Stay geeked. Then we out.